What's going on, everybody? Back with another video, the second vid of this, series that I'm starting on my Bronx Buddha page. And we're gonna get right into it. The last video was pretty much about me telling y'all how I felt that in order to turn turn bad things into good things, you have to have, a certain level of consciousness, a certain level of self-control. And I just wanted to, elaborate more on that. And, as far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of concepts that we use as human beings that we need to understand are only concepts as far as they should only be concepts in our mind as far as we need to communicate with people. But these concepts are not real. These are not things that are real. I know I have explained to y'all before, even the simplest thing, you see this lighter right here. This lighter, you see how hard it feels? You see how hard this lighter feels to me? It feels that way because of how soft my hand is in comparison to this lighter. So when I say that this lighter is hard, or if that is not real. That is not its truth to the universe. And to the universe, this lighter is not hard, because it's the same thing with lava would burn me to a crisp. So obviously lava to me is dangerous and bad. But the earth was built with fire and brimstone. That's just the way life is. There's no, and my whole point in saying these things is that there is no good or bad in life. We say things like this is good and that is bad, but that is in relation to our physical form that we have. In relation to our physical form, some things are detrimental and some things are less detrimental. But as far as it is to life, there is no good or bad. So my whole point in going to all that is to let you know that when you are a person who focuses on bad stuff and you're negative, almost 100% of the time, 90%, whatever, people who are negative all day, always oh, my life sucks, this and that, da 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 da. When you do that, you are painting your reality at color. It's not like life, everything in life is neutral. The car that I'm sitting in, my car is neutral. My shirt is neutral. All this is everything is inanimate and neutral. It has no relevance to good or bad until we put that into our mind. Now that we got past that, you need to understand that if you are focusing on bad things, not only do bad things not exist, but you are the cause of your misery. Because it's not, the world is neutral. The world is not making bad things happen to you. If you are focusing on a bad thing, you are making that a part of your identity. If you're focusing on bad stuff in your life. Since we know that there's no such thing as good or bad, why don't we focus more on the quote unquote good things? Why not? Why not be the person that, because let me tell you something. If you were to sit here right now and you were to count all the good and bad stuff in your life right now, sometimes it may seem a little like there's a little bit more good or a little bit more bad, but you will see that for the most part it is even. Do you know why? Because there's no such thing as good or bad, and your mind is these concepts that you're pulling out. You're just, there's no way that everything that's happening is bad. Even some things that right now seem bad right now, tomorrow you'll find out that it was a good thing. Or later in life, it'll be the thing that makes or breaks you. The fact that you went through some BS before, and something that felt horribly wrong for you will be the strength you need to get through something else, or whatever the case may be. But it's not the way that we are seeing it in our minds. So let's get that out of here. Let's stop pointing out the bad stuff and everything that happens, and try to be more positive. Why don't you try? And, before you say, oh, I can't, you telling me my problems don't. No, I'm not telling you your problems don't exist. I'm not telling you that these things don't exist, but they are neutral. You are making it into more than it has to be. First of all, and you see every other animal on the planet, you know why they're more happy than human beings? Because we ruminate too much. We ruminate on everything. And we actually ruminate more on negative things than we do on positive stuff. You know, like something good can happen all morning, and then something bad happens like in the afternoon. It's like you'll be talking about that one bad thing until tomorrow, like, you know, until you have something else bad to talk about. It's ridiculous. It's like people need drama. I was actually talking to somebody, and they were like, "Yeah, this is the age of technology, man." Like, and I'm like, "Bro, this is the age of drama. You're being a drama queen right now. Everybody's being a drama queen. Everybody's like, oh, you know that." I swear to God, like my kids will come to me and like they'll be like, "Hey, look, do you see that this is and that?" Like, oh, and I'm like, yes. I acknowledge that there are horrible things happening around the world, but we're not even trying to fix the stuff in our own house. Like, we're on the internet trying to bring all this. Like, look at all these people that be trying to bring all this. What do they call that? You know, awareness. They bring in awareness to this, awareness to that, awareness to this. Yes, awareness is good. How about you bring some awareness to what you're doing in your house right now? People are being mean to people every day, talking shit about people, every single day. People are doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and they do it anyway. And then they talk about problems that they can't fix. You know, like they want to talk about the problems that they need your help with. Oh, we need your help to do this. We need your help to do that. What about what you can do right now? How you treat your parents? How you treat your family? How are you to your kids? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I want to know. Because all these people that are messed up, if the person who was right next to them decided to be nicer to them, then they wouldn't need you. They wouldn't need the person halfway across the world. It's like, if we are nicer to the person right next to us, we wouldn't even need to be pretending to feed homeless people on our Instagrams and stuff. Like, are you kidding me? This is what the world has come to, because everything is about drama. And the world is addicted to drama. We're addicted to those chemicals that our body produces. And it's the same reason why we're always talking about bad stuff, but we don't talk about the good stuff. Because, you know, first, when we're growing up, our parents taught us, you know, we always have like this image, like, oh, adults are stressed, life is stressful, right? So when kids are growing up, they don't get the feeling like, oh, when I take care of myself, I'm an adult. No. They get the feeling that when I get the chemicals, when I feel those chemicals, those stressed out chemicals, that means I'm an adult. That means I'm an adult. Like when I start talking back to my mom and talking about how my life is so messed up, and, you know, like, really think about this. Really think about this. And it's not just, and I'm not just saying, you know, because kids are the bottom of the totem pole. It's us. We are the cause of all this, because we're broken, and we're teaching our kids to be broken because we're broken. We gotta fix ourselves first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mentioned it on a video I made before, that people want to be a manager in a store. Like, everybody want to be the head honcho and manage people when they cannot manage themselves. They cannot manage their own emotions. They cannot control their own life, but they want to fix other people's lives. This is our problem. This video has already gone too long. Y'all already know how I feel about, you know, making it too overbearing on you guys' attention. I don't want to make it too much, because I want to make sure you guys are being receptive to the information. So, you know, I'm gonna close this one out. I love y'all. Bronx Buddha. The music that y'all hear at the end of my videos by Kyle. If there's any editing issues, I'm sorry, but, you know, I do all this by myself. It's just me, and I have to work, and I have kids, and, you know, I got a lot. I'm doing a lot. I love y'all. Bronx Buddha. Music by Kyle. Love y'all, man.
Like, you'll be fine. It'll all be fine. It's just in your mind. Yeah.